Jonathan Kuttab is an international law attorney and co-founder of the Palestinian human rights group Al-Haq. He joins us live from Bethesda, Maryland. Good afternoon, sir. Possible action from the UN today to demand a ceasefire. But do you think this will make any kind of a difference if indeed there is a pass vote at the UN?
Well, I think if the United States allows this vote to go on, that would be significant. If the United States vetoes it, then the United States is clearly telling us and telling the whole world and telling the Israelis that its words mean nothing, that it continues to supply both the bombs and the diplomatic umbrella and cover to basically protect Israel from international law, from public opinion, from the opinion of the rest of mankind.
But do you agree, though, that there's been a slight change in the way the U.S. is wording its criticism?
I'm not sure that there has been a change. I think that the United States administration is under some pressure because ordinary people, including people in the Democratic Party, including some progressive Jews in the United States, are saying this is horrible. This is genocide. This is oppressive. This is massive. This goes way beyond any kind of self-defense argument. And so the administration needs to justify its continued support to Israel. So it makes some noises that it is unacceptable, that Israel should reduce civilian casualties, should allow some more humanitarian aid to come through. I don't think they acknowledge that what is happening really fits the international definition of genocide, of making a population unlivable anymore, of creating conditions of both killing people and preventing them from having food, water, medical care, ordinary supplies. This is a classic definition of what genocide is. And the United States is, I think, actually complicit in this genocide.
Mr. Kuttab, I want to ask you as well about these images of the detained Palestinian men reportedly from northern Gaza. What's your take on this kind of detention practice? I mean, I know you're an international law attorney. This detention practice and then the broadcast of these images.
Well, Israel has always given itself the authority to detain any Palestinian without any justification or without any excuse. When it does it on a massive scale like that, and the intention obviously is to humiliate the Palestinians. Israelis already have said that they don't recognize that there's any such thing as innocent Palestinian civilians. This is what President Herzog said. Other leaders have referred to them as human animals. They've referred to them as Amalek, which is the biblical term of people that need to be exterminated. Israeli public believes that for all the force that Israel is using, that it is not enough. They need to use more force. So the genocidal intention, the racist intention towards Palestinians, the dehumanizing of Palestinians is a basic feature of this Gaza campaign. And this is only, I think, to be expected.
But Israel, I mean, Israel claims that these are terror suspects. We have, though, heard several witnesses saying that these are normal civilians, including one journalist. What do you make of this statement from Israel saying that these are terrorists?
Well, I think Israel uses the term terrorist because it's a useful term. They've labeled human rights organizations terrorist organizations. I think they treat the entire Palestinian people as enemies, and they label them as terrorists because that makes it easier to dehumanize them and to kill them and to punish them and to oppress them and to deny them their rights. If they were to recognize Palestinians as human beings, then they will have to treat them differently, and they choose not to.
Jonathan Kuttab from the Palestinian human rights group Al-Haq, thank you so much for joining us here on TRT World.
You're welcome.